you know, I've been playing Dragon Ball Legends for a very, very long while at this point, and the game has had plenty of ups and downs, but in recent time, there's been one particular issue that has been so consistent that it's starting to ruin the experience for me, and not only myself, but others as well, and I'll list one person in particular later on in this video. But I don't know what's going on with the game, but the whole issue with non-registered inputs is starting to become a significant issue to the point where this needs to become one of the Legends dev team's main priority of fixing. Now, if you guys don't know, I just got a brand new phone that has released, I think it hasn't even been like a week yet, or it probably has been around a week since this phone's released. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, brand new phone with flagship specs, right? So running Dragon Ball Legends on this phone is an absolute joke. Now, the thing is, I got this phone and I played the game, and to be fair, the game runs very well on the phone, but when I hop into PvP, I'm still running into issues concerning non-registered inputs. And originally, I thought it was because my hardware just wasn't up to par anymore, because the phone that I used before this was the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. It's been a while since that phone has been out, so if that was the reason why I was having non-registered inputs, I could understand that. The phone is pretty old at this point. But this phone just came out, and I'm still having those issues in PvP. So that lets me know the issue with non-registered inputs has nothing to do with the hardware that we're using, but more so the software. And the only people that can control how the software runs is the dev team. So I don't know why they haven't done anything to help smooth out that experience, because I remember very vividly that there was somebody on Twitter, they posted a video of the issues between the non-registered inputs and replay data. And I saw that on their initial gameplay, when they were actually playing it, they were moving their character, they were trying to sidestep, they were trying to move, and it wasn't registering, and because of that, they ended up getting hit. And then in the replay data, it shows that they weren't even moving at all. And that's a problem, because I can think of 3 Dragon Ball games off the top of my head where those games all experience like lag, right? Even moments of just like severe like delay, but you could still save the replay data, and any input that you made during your actual initial gameplay is reflective in the replay. The 3 games I think of off the top of my head are Dragon Ball Raging Blast 1, Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. All those games have replay data, and if you make an input, it's going to reflect that in the replay regardless of lag or anything of the sort affecting the performance of the game. So why is it that with Dragon Ball Legends, we have 2 different experiences between what we're playing, like when we're controlling the game and whatnot, and then what we see in the replay data? Something's not right there. So this game needs a serious re-optimization patch for like the online like PvP, because there's no way in the world where anybody should ever tolerate a game, for starters, having just non-registered inputs, but let alone the fact that it's not even reflective in the replay data. There's a massive desync there. And again, it's not just me who has like that sentiment of, okay, like these these inputs not registering is a problem. It's not just me, right? I've seen plenty of people on Twitter talk about it, and I'm very sure Jordyn actually made a post on Twitter about it as well. I don't remember if I actually responded to his post, but either way, it's a problem. It's a problem. You guys have seen me complain about non-registered inputs plenty of times in my gameplay videos, and it's the fact that that type of scenario can make or break an entire match for people. We're in a meta where blast armor is one of the most important mechanics in the game. We're in a meta where being able to vanish, well, I mean, this is just general Dragon Ball Legends for vanishing anyway. Like, vanishing can potentially save you from a devastating blow, right? Or maybe you get a benefit from vanishing, like you get 50%, 70%, 80% of your vanish back, or vanishing cripples your opponent's like something, right? Adds like a debuff or whatever the case may be, right? And again, back to blast armor, being able to time that properly so you can just blast through blast darts, especially in mid-range, is very important, right? Even in long range, being able to use blast armor and maybe sidestep when you get to mid-range or something of the sort, like being able to have inputs register properly is important for having a good and smooth gameplay experience. This is beyond just Dragon Ball Legends. This goes for literally any video game that exists. So for Legends to have such a glaring issue with non-registered inputs needs to be rectified, because it can ruin the experience for people who are going to play the game, right? When I press, and also I've had this happen plenty of times too, when I press strike arts, I expect strike arts to execute. And there have been multiple moments in mid-range where I press strike arts, I know I timed it properly so that way I can get past blast armor, or blast arts, or get past blast arts, and it just doesn't register at all. There have been moments where I'm trying to sidestep so I can get out of the way of a hit. Even with blast arts, sidestepping so I can vanish out the way just doesn't register at all. Like, it just, there's moments where I'm trying to charge step. It doesn't register the charging animation at all. Like, even though like I've swiped forward, held down on the screen to charge, and it doesn't even register the fact that I'm holding down on the screen. But you can see the visual input of it though. And then if you go to the replay data, it doesn't even reflect anything. It makes absolutely no sense. If you're going to have a video game, provide a good experience for those like who want to play the game. And obviously there are other like elements that make a game experience good, but strictly focusing on the gameplay elements. If you're going to make a game where it's going to be compelling for people to want to play the game and overall give them a good and smooth experience, you need to make sure that the controls work properly across all game modes, not just some, all of them. And if online PvP is the one mode where the controls do not work properly, y'all need to lock in and find a way to make that experience smooth, so that way people aren't going to suffer through frustrating moments of trying to input controls and it not executing. And like I said earlier, brand new phone. It's not a hardware issue. This phone just came out and I'm having the same issues on this phone. It's ridiculous. And that goes for both screens, the outside and the inside screen. Still having those issues. So look, Legends team, you guys made a great game. You guys did. Yes, Legends has had ups and downs, but overall the game is fun. Tons of people enjoy the game, but we want the experience to be as good as possible across all fronts, not some. And if PvP is having a rough experience because inputs are not registering, and we know it's not a hardware issue, you guys need to address the problem and find a way to fix it, so that way the experience somehow, some way becomes better online, because you're going to frustrate a lot of people. Actually, it's not even you're going to, you have already frustrated a lot of people with this being a prevalent issue for far too long. It needs to be fixed as soon as possible, because it's just like with any game. If the experience is not good, people are going to drop the game. I don't want that to happen, because it's gone 8 years strong. We're getting closer and closer to the 10-year mark. And the last thing I want is for people to drop the game because the experience online makes it relatively unplayable for them. Don't want that to happen. You guys have the means of fixing that, so I beg you, please fix that issue. But I honestly wasn't planning to like make this video like at all like today. Like I was gonna do something else, but I was trying to just play PvP online, and it just not having inputs registers, it got under my skin. Like it's like enough is enough, you know? So I at least had to make this video, because I know it's not just me experiencing this, it's you guys too. So I do want to know in the comment section below if you guys have experienced this issue. Like, when has it happened? How often has it happened? And like what, I just want to know all of your overall thoughts on this in the comment section below, because they gotta fix this. They gotta fix this. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.